Hello, my name is Lesya Shah. I'm a professional TV journalist. I graduated from one of the best universities of Russia, the Moscow State University, Faculty of Journalism. My specialization was TV. While I was on my first year of studies and after my first internship ended, I was offered a job. I've been working since. It's been more than 17 years. I started off as a news reporter. I was a reporter for political news, economy news, medical news and social news. A year later, I realized that I really enjoy making controversial news, and I was transferred to the criminology department of my channel. In this new role, I was in charge of special reports such as high-profile crimes. I teamed up with the police while conducting my own investigation, worked undercover in a religious sect. Along with law enforcement officers, I raided a couple of public houses, made few films about being a prostitute and hunted down drug lords. I also did reports about serial killers. I traveled all around Russia, including Chechnya, was making special reports and short films. At that point, I was the only female in the criminology department. The deep affection I had for my profession, as well as the high ratings I was getting, made me one of the best journalists among the competitive male team. With my film The Fifth Power, which describes the influence of mass media and the internet on people's life, I participated in the International Film Festival Detective Fest and won the first prize. Later on, I moved on to the International Editorial Office and made few films about extraordinary people and interesting stories from different countries, such as the Czech Republic, Croatia, Cuba, Italy and Greece. In between my business trips, I organized charity events in aid of children who suffer from cancer. My general manager asked me whether I wanted to host my own show or organize the charity event. The answer was pretty clear to me. I moved my personal ambitions aside and chose the charity event. The participation of the public was incredible. The money gathered was used to buy medical supplies and gave the children a chance to survive. It was the most difficult time of my life. The medication we bought did not help all of them. Some kids didn't make it and passed away right in front of our eyes. But some other kids survived, and I'm so grateful I was a part of it. Soon I realized that the medical field was also interesting, so I started working on medical topics. Obesity, the pros and cons, surrogacy in Russia, transsexuals and sex-changing operations in Moscow. Soon I understood that the 10 minutes time I had wasn't enough to say everything that I had to say. And again, I moved on to a federal channel this time. Here I worked on biographical movies, which were about fascinating individuals. My first protagonist was the only blind designer in the world, Sergei Yermakov. And the world-famous saint artist Ksenia Simonova. Then the war in South Ossetia broke out and I was sent to cover the events. I left my newborn daughter with my mother and I went to the war. There I functioned both as a reporter and as a producer. The movie was broadcasted on a federal channel. We did not just talk about the lives that had been lost and their faiths that had been broken by the war. We also spoke about the informational warfare. But my greatest passion is shooting movies about people.
Горячая женщина.
I made a movie about inventors.
Дима, не раздумывая, согласился принять участие в этом эксперименте.
About big families and their secret towards happiness. About hobbies, about football, tennis and kickboxing. I also made a movie about minor nationalities that live in Russia. I made films about foreigners in Russia.
Show me dancing. I love a girl who can dance.
It showed how and why foreign people find true love in Russia and stay here forever. With that project we proved that true love knows no boundaries. My last project deserves special attention. We made few films about the Second World War. Famous people and Russian stars participated in the project. In one of the movies, Maria Mathieu was the main actress and I was lucky enough to personally interview her. I love working with people more than anything in the world. In the past 4 years, I've been an author and a producer to more than 50 movie projects in all sorts of topics. I've filmed many incredible life stories of common people along with world-famous sportsmen, talented children, politicians, businessmen, singers, musicians and artists. My life changes rapidly. By the time you will finish watching this video, I will have already started working on a new exciting project. If you would like to know more about me, follow me on my YouTube channel and sign up in my blog. Bye! Thank you so much for your time.